Okay, everyone, welcome. I hope everyone is happy to be here this evening. Hello. Yeah, so we are live now. So sorry if you can hear me. I just want you to drop those emojis. Yes, please, if you can hear me, just send in. I can hear you, sir. Yeah, I want to be sure everyone is following along. Okay, guys, welcome. So today is what we call on board o'clock. So basically, on board o'clock is the time where we get to onboard students on the platform. And I'm very happy to welcome everyone today. It's going to be a great journey ahead. Okay, yes, yeah, okay, I can see, okay, I can hear you. Okay, that's great. So it's going to be a great journey ahead, and I wish everyone the absolute best in this journey. Now, the truth is, learning a new skill or trying to perfect a skill can be quite challenging sometimes. Okay, so that is why we've been focusing on something called Gate. You have to really choose and determine to complete this course in order for you to see yourself excelling as a UI/UX designer. Okay, there are going to be times when you're going to be really tired. There are going to be times where you're going to feel like giving up. But here's the thing: if you can make up your mind to complete this course within the next 3 months, I can assure you it's going to be the best investment you will do this year. If you can try your best, show up every day. Okay, show up every day. There is no day that is free. You have to show up every day, and if you can do this, you won't regret the time you are going to invest taking this class. So formally, I want to welcome every one of us to the Designgate UIUX Bootcamp as we officially open the portal today. So before I proceed, if you have any question, drop it in the comment section so that I can take a few questions before we proceed to the next in line for today's event. So if you have any question, just drop them right there in the comment section. I'm looking at the comment section now. So if you have any question, please drop them in the comment section so that we can take a look at them. Yeah, welcome Blessing Amakiri. Welcome Kizito. Welcome Ade Damola. Welcome Rexin. Welcome Onyinyechi. Like I said, if you have, we are still, Temitope Adeoba, we are still unable to pay on the website. Temitope, you can send a DM on Telegram if you're having issues making payments on the website. You can absolutely send a message on Telegram. Okay? What are the tools that will be used for Miro? So these are some of the tools we'll be taking a look at. We have Whimsical, we have Figma, we have Miro. We also take a look at some forms and also some video editing, so some video tools that can be used for research purposes. Okay? Any other question? What's the task gonna be like? Task is something you have to complete every day. So every single day, once you log into the platform, you're going to see task. So you complete the task, and yeah, that's it. Okay. Any other question? No, no, no. The live classes won't be every day. So the live classes are going to be weekends on Saturdays, right? So the live classes are going to be on Saturdays. I will explain that in details as we proceed further. Kizito said, is it possible to teach us how to navigate our dashboard? Exactly, Kizito. That is what we are trying to do today. And shortly, I will go into the dashboard and show us how it works. Will there be video guides on the tax? Abasiaba Okono, absolutely. So this training is currently for beginners, is beginner friendly. So every task you are going to be doing for this first month is going to be guided. So you are going to have a video, right, teaching you exactly what to do, and you are going to follow exactly what you're seeing on the video and replicate what you have. So yes, the task, there will be a video showing you exactly what to do at this stage, because we are anticipating that we have a lot of newbie right here, so we don't want to make it cumbersome. So we want to first of all teach you, right, so you understand how to do some certain things before we proceed to giving you things to do on your own. Alinka Gold, when will we be having our training? So the training officially starts tomorrow, right? So today I'm going to show you how to log into your dashboard and also how to access some of these things on the dashboard. Okay, keep those questions coming. Yeah, task is starting exactly tomorrow. Any other question? Okay, so in the absence of question, in the absence of questions, I'm going to go ahead to move to the next thing we have for today. So let's go to the portal. So I don't know if you're on your system. If you can hear me, please just put in the comment section. We can hear you. So I'm sure that everyone is following along. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to proceed now to show you how the portal works. So if you registered on the portal, all you need to do is I'm going to go ahead and open a new incognito window. So what I want to do now, you visit designgate.academy. Now, once you're here, I think we're still having a little bit of internet challenge, but please kindly bear with us. Gege, please, can I use my phone? Unfortunately, you can't complete this course on your phone, unfortunately. So you can only use your system, because the tools, you can't actually complete this course just on your phone. So you have to get a PC I think this was repeated on the platform on Telegram and also on WhatsApp. So it's a system. You have to use your system to be able to uh, follow along in this class. Okay. So once you are on the website, that's designgate.academy, all you need to do is to click on student login. Okay, now don't go ahead and click on register, because right now this is actually for stream 2. So stream 2 is currently ongoing. Okay, that's starting in January 2020, January 24th. It should be 14th. I don't know why I'm saying 24th there. Okay, so don't click register. Instead, you want to click on what? Student login. So once you click on student login, it will bring you to the login page. Someone said, can we access the task with our phone? Yes, you can, but trust me, you will not be able to achieve anything on your phone. We expect that everyone should use their system to actually log in and complete the task, because the task is practical. Okay, it's practical, it's not theory, it's practical. You have to watch the video and you have to replicate what you have right there in the video. Okay, so once you are on this interface now, you want to go ahead and type in your email and type in your password, then click on log in. Once you do that, the system is going to log you in, and once you are in, you'll be greeted with this interface. Okay, so here we have it on this interface, and there is once you're on this interface, you will have this menu right here. Okay, so if you already have an account, you can as well go ahead and try logging in right now while you're on this live. You can also try logging in. So once you log in, it's going to bring you right here on this page. If you're having challenges logging in, you can reach out to one of the admins on either WhatsApp or on Telegram. Okay, so before I proceed, I would like to take some questions in the comment section. If you have any question in the comment section, just drop it in the comment section so that I can attend to them before we proceed. Okay, any question? If you can hear me, from your end, can you type we can hear you? Can you type you can hear me on in the comment section, so I know we're on the same page? Are we together? If you can hear me, can you type on in the comment section, so I'm sure that we are together? Hello? In the comment section, so sure that Okay, we are back. Sorry for that. I think the network is the network is a little bit slow. So, but hopefully subsequent ones would be better than what we have right now. Okay. Okay. Sorry, if you can hear me, just type in. We can hear you, sir. So I'm sure that everyone is following. So basically, like I said, once you log in, you are going to see this interface. So this interface, basically, what you have on this interface, it's your name, okay? Your name. You have this little menu here that says join guided access. So basically, we noticed that some of you were asking if you can join guided access after the program had actually started. So what we now did was to go back and include that option. So if you already paid for guided access, you don't need to click on the guided access anymore because you have been already added to one of the groups, right? So we have like different guided access group. We want to make sure that each group does not exceed 50, right? So if you are in any of the guided access group, there is no need to click on the join guided access anymore. But if you are not on any of the guided access group or guided assistance group and you would wish to join, you can go ahead and click on join guided access. Okay, remember this is if you are already not on the guided access platform. So you can go ahead and click here and make payment. But if you're already on the platform, no need to click on this because we already have you on the platform, and basically that's what you have there. Now the most important thing on the dashboard is your task. So every day when you log in, you are going to see what you are supposed to do. So I'm going to come down here to explain some of the things you need to understand. So this bootcamp is divided into different sections. Okay? The first thing we have are lessons. So we have lesson. So lessons are, articles and materials that you are expected to read that particular day. So every day you log in, you're going to see lessons, and once you click on the lesson for that day, you're going to see all the lessons you're supposed to take a look at. Okay, and just like you can see, by tomorrow, which is 16, we have 3 lessons. We have the first one, so you are expected to follow it in this order, in the order you are seeing it right there on the dashboard. You have number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So you are expected to follow it in that order. Like tomorrow, once you come in here, you are going to see the first one, overview of web and mobile technologies for designers. Once you're done with this lesson, you now move to introduction to UIUX. And once you're done with this, you move to introduction to Figma. And once you're done with these 3 lessons, the next thing there, you can see the color code there, is a task. So once you are done with these 3 lessons, you are expected to now click on task and then follow the tutorial in the task to complete your task. Okay, so right now, if I should right click now and if I should open this in a new tab, you can see right now it's going to open that particular lesson. But right now you can see there is nothing here. So the lessons are going to be added 12 a.m. every day. So once it's 12 a.m., from 12 a.m., once you come here, you are going to see the list of things you are going to study. But right here, we have the topics. So once you come here, every day, once you log into your dashboard, you are expected to go through the lessons for that day. And once you are done, you go back and click on your task to complete the task. So like I was explaining, the platform is divided into lessons. We have lessons, we have task, we have design challenge, we have expert-led workshop, although this is only available to those that are part of guided access. So expert-led workshop is only for those in guided assistance. So they will be the one attending the expert-led workshop. Then we have live sessions. So we're also going to have live sessions every Saturday. Every Saturday we'll be having live sessions. We also have revision and exploration. Revision and exploration. We have design challenge. Okay, so we have design challenge, and lastly we have assessments. So every day when you log in, you are going to have different type of task. They could be task or lessons or live lessons or design challenge, assessment, or expert-led workshop. So basically, this is how the platform works. Like I said, you need to log in with your laptop, not mobile phones. Mobile phones won't work for this particular bootcamp. So it's not a mobile phone bootcamp. You need to log in with your laptop. Okay? Okay, do we have any question? Okay, what time will it take to be the task be posted, and what will be the deadline, especially for people who are working? Now, like I said, if you are working, we expect you to give at least 2 hours every day for this program. 2 hours, okay? So both the lessons and the task have been programmed so that you can cover it in 2 hours. So you can choose to do it early in the morning before you go to work, or you can decide to take your classes when you come back from work. So if you are working, when you come back from work, you can decide to say, okay, I'm going to dedicate from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. for this bootcamp, and that should work. And within 2 hours, you should be done with both the lessons and the task. So yeah, 2 hours. But if you are currently not working, you now have the liberty to explore more outside those 2 hours. Probably, practice more and do any other thing you would want to do. And even if you are working and you want to, invest more time, it's absolutely encouraged if you can do that. But we are working based on 2 hour everyday schedule, and that is about 10 hours every week, Monday to Friday. Okay, can you guys still hear me? So if you can hear me, please drop some comments. Drop some comments in the comment section, so I'm sure everyone is carried along. Okay, awesome. So like I said, once you log into the portal, everything you see here, they are what lessons for that day. Like you can see, this is for 16th. And here is for 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, the 21st, okay? Then the 23rd, 22nd is on Sunday, the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, 26th, 27th, and 28th. So every week, you are going to be having 2 weeks program set ahead of time. So when you log in every day, you can click on that. Let's say I log in, I come in tomorrow. The first thing I want to take a look at is overview of web technologies. I click on it, and once it opens, I'm going to see the lessons under here. Right now, we don't have lessons under them, okay? But from tomorrow, every day you log in, you are going to see lessons under that particular day. Now, the reason why we did this is so that you are not distracted, okay? Most of the time, when you have all these lessons pre-populated, you have some people trying to skip, some of the lessons, and by the time you know it, they go ahead of themselves and they get tired and they give up and they drop. So we don't want that to be the case. So we want everyone to follow suit, little by little, and start building up from there. Okay? So someone Abasiaba Okono, when is the payment for guided access ending? I think we'll just have that feature there till the end of the bootcamp. But we'll advise you to join in as early as possible. If you can afford it, join in as early as possible. If you can't afford it right now, just invest more time into the lessons, okay? The only thing you are going to miss out on are the expert-led workshop and some of the premium resources that will be given away to make sure the people who have finalized the class are able to build their portfolio as fast as possible instead of trying to come. Yeah, sorry about that. I think we just went offline again, but we're back online. So the internet is quite slow and we're trying our best to switch between different networks to make sure this goes through well and as planned. So again, lastly, like I said, this bootcamp, we have different segments. We have assessments, we have design challenge, expert-led workshops, we have lessons. Like I said, expert-led workshops are only available for those that have paid for guided access. Okay, we have lessons, we have live session, we have revision and exploration, as well as task, the most important one being task. So you are expected to complete your daily task within 24 hours. Okay, you're expected to complete it within 24 hours. And after every 2 weeks, we have an assessment. As you can see, after this lesson, on the 27th, you are going to be having an assessment and feedback. And based on the assessments will determine those that will be moving further to the next phase of the training. So we encourage you to try your possible best to complete the task and also go through the lessons. Very, very important. Please, it's very, very important. Okay? So if you have any question about the dashboard, or if you're still confused, can you drop them in the comment section so I can attend to them before I move to the next thing on the table today. Any question? Any question? If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. Any question? Okay, so I want to assume that there are no questions. So let's go back. What we have here. Okay, so I'm just going to close this, and here we have this. So what exactly are we trying to what exactly is this bootcamp about? Okay, so who is a UI UX designer? So we're just going to take a look at an overview of what what a UI UX designer is. So a UI UX designer, which basically stands for user interface and user experience designer, is a professional responsible for designing the user interfaces and overall experience of a digital product such as website, mobile applications, software, and more. So basically, this is what a UI UX designer is, right? So sometimes people tend to mix them, so they are not really the same thing, right? But depending on the company you are working for, if you're working in a large company, there's going to be room for specialization, as we have different specialization in this field. But it's very unlikely that you're just going to start and get into a huge company, right? So most of the time you might find out you'd end up in a company where you are basically doing a lot of things together. Okay, that's why most of the time we say, okay, you have to take a course in UI UX design. Okay, as time goes on, you can decide to master UI design or master UX design. Okay, if you have any question based on this, what a UI UX designer is. Okay, we're back online. Any question, anyone? Do you have any question or any clarification so that I can clarify that before we proceed? Okay, in the absence of no question, I'm going to go ahead and proceed further. So basically, this is the main difference between the responsibilities of a UI designer and a UX designer, right? So basically, when you talk about UI designers, these are the people in charge mostly of the visual design of a particular digital product. It could be a website, it could be a web app, it could be a mobile app or software, right? So UI designers are the ones in charge of the visual design. They are also the ones in charge of the interaction design. They are in charge of responsive design, and they are also the one in charge of maintaining the brand's or the company's design system. And in some cases, they are also charged with, graphics design, motion design, prototype, typography, and layout. So basically, this is what most UI designers do. Now, when you come to the other spectrum, which is UX design, okay, what the UX designer does is primarily two things, okay? Primary research, that means conducting research to find out user pain points and how it can actually be solved or resolved, and user feedback. So they are the ones that look into user feedback, maybe from reviews or from surveys. They look into the user feedback, find out the pain point of users at that particular point in time, and if necessary, come up with a viable design solution to that problem. right? So another thing they handle is things like secondary research. They handle information architecture. They handle iterations, wireframing, affinity mapping, usability testing, and stakeholders feedback. These are things you learn how to do in the course of this program. You would learn how to do all these things in the course of this program. Okay, so before I proceed, as usual, if you have any question, please drop them in the comment section before I proceed. So someone is asking, is UI UX the same as product design? UI UX is a little bit different from product design, but in today's workspace, they basically do almost the same thing, just that product designers are charged with a specific product offering of that company. And aside handling the UI and the UX part of that product, they also look at things like the conversion rate, the retention rate. They also look at the business part of that particular product, right? So aside the design and the user experience, that's aside the UI UX, they are also coupled with some part of the business aspect of that program, like I just mentioned, like user retention, the product vision and the product roadmap and things like that. So that's the major difference between product designers and UI UX designers. But trust me, in today's workplace, UI UX designers can also, especially at the entry level, UI UX designers can also work in as a product designer. So when you are done with this class, it doesn't matter whether you are seeing vacancies such as UI UX design or product design, you are expected to apply for any of them because you basically be doing the same thing at the entry level phase. So like I said, if you have questions, please keep dropping the questions. So someone is saying, do we have access to the lessons after training? I think after the training, I really can't give a direct answer to that. I'm not really the one in charge of that, but I think we'll drop a note to that respect on the group and on the Telegram channels. Okay. Caleb, Tumobi, sorry, it's actually the network. That's why I've been omitting some of these questions, but I'm seeing them now. Okay, so please, if you have questions, drop them. Yeah, so Kizito, are the resources going to be there after we are done with the training? I will drop an answer in response to that. I would convey it to the team. Okay, right? But here is the thing. We don't want you guys to sleep on this program. We don't want people that are going to sleep on it, right? That is why we've made sure it's streamlined in such a way that if you can invest 2 hours every day for the next 3 months, you are going to complete this program with flying colors. Okay, and we've broken down everything into concepts that are very easy for you to grasp. You don't have to spend so much time doing one thing. the videos are quite, the videos are not even up to an hour, right? Most of the videos are 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 20 minutes. So you can actually complete these things within 2 hours, okay? So that's how it works. Umunodu, hello, what's your question? How can I get login details? If you registered on the portal, I think we sent in an email, we sent in SMS. If you registered on the portal, then you should have your email and password. But if you didn't register on the portal, you can send a DM to Telegram or WhatsApp and you would be attended to. Okay. Can we get the curriculum in order to keep track of what we've covered? Caleb Jetumobi. So basically the curriculum is on the platform. I think I explained the curriculum in detail last week, okay? So the curriculum, I explained it in details last week, but for the platform, you are going to be getting 2 weeks task ahead of time, so you can actually look at what you have 2 weeks. Like I said, the reason why we don't want to put everything on the platform at a go is because we've discovered that these are some of the things that make people to, you know, give up on online classes. Okay, by the time they've gone through the curriculum, they expect they can just wake up one morning and cover everything. It doesn't work that way, right? But the way we've done it, we've broken it down into two weeks, so that we know those that are with us and those that are not with us, because we wouldn't want a situation whereby we have people on the platform dragging others back or behind. So that's why we've made it that way. Yes, for the assessment, Mr. Abidemi, the assessment is going to be scored, okay? And once you are done with the assessment, you are going to see your score. And like we mentioned last week, if you would want a certificate by the end of this program, right, all you need to do is to make sure that the assessment you score by the end of the program, you have from 80 upwards. So from 80 upwards, you can now request for certificate from one of our sponsors, Terra Skills NG. Mr. Sunday, will this video be available after the training tonight? I have issues with my network, so I can. Yes, the video will still be here, but I think it won't be here from Tuesday. From Tuesday, they will be going offline. But yes, you can have access to the video from now, between now till Tuesday. Okay, Mr. Kizito Onyeka, please, sir, can we know our instructor's name? So we are going to having different instructors, especially for those that paid for guided access. But my name is Wills Obu. So that's my name, and I'm one of the principal instructor. My name is Wills Obu, and I think in our next live session or during the course of the week, we are going to share in the portfolios of everyone that will be teaching you, so that you can get to know your instructors and also follow them on social media. Mr. Caleb, yes, 2 live classes in a week. Yes, one of those classes, so it might not be all the time, but one of those classes are going to be the expert-led workshops, okay? The expert-led workshop. Right now, from the beginning, you might not really need, you might not really go into the expert-led workshop. But once we finish the introductory part of the class, we are going to be having the expert-led workshops, okay? So the expert-led workshop, coupled with the live sessions every Saturday, is what makes it 2 live classes in a week. But at the introductory level, we are not going to be having the expert-led workshops. Please, Nana Aisha, please, is the certificate only for guided learners? No, the certificate is not only for guided learners. If you are not part of the guided access learners, once you are done with the course and your assessment, you have 80% above, you can apply for the certificate. Thank you very much, Mr. Kizito Onyeka. Okay, without any other question, I will proceed to the next slide. So basically, like I said, these are the main functions of UI UX designers, right? They are charged with visual design, interaction design, responsive design, managing the design system, sometimes graphic design, but most also motion design, prototyping, typography, and layout. While the UX people are mostly in charge of the primary research, user feedback, information architecture, iteration, wireframing, affinity mapping, usability testing, and stakeholder feedback. Now, if these things are sounding like jargons to you, it's completely fine, right? By the end of this class, by the end of this bootcamp, you would understand everything here, not just understanding them, but you would be able to do them as well. Rise narrative, when do we get the pro version softwares? Not really pro version softwares, but pro resources. So if you are part of the guided access, you have access to our pro resources. So these are professional resources that can speed, that can help you grow faster as a designer. Okay. Okay, so let's move ahead. So let's take a look at sample roles. So it's always important that when you are looking to learn a skill, you take a look at some of the roles and know exactly what these roles are, what is expected of you at every point in time. So let's take a look at the first one here, and this is entry-level role UI UX designer job posted by Pulse. So right, you can see here, it's a vacancy currently ongoing, posted by Pulse Nigeria. So if you go down, let's take a look at what they are looking for, and it's entry level. Remember, we are looking at entry level roles right here. So someone is asking, is it common? It is common in Nigeria to see companies that have specialized positions for UI UX. No, I don't. It's not really common. Mostly in Nigeria, you will have, the companies are always looking for people that can do everything. They want to maximize costs, right? So that is why when you're learning, you are expected to learn UI UX design. Now, as you begin to work and you begin to grow in your career, you can now decide to maybe specialize in one particular field, but that totally depends on the job market and your skill set. So let's take a look at this job posted by Pulse NG, Pulse Nigeria, and let's take a look at the role. So we are seeking a talented and passionate UI UX designer to join our team. As a UI UX designer, you can see what they are looking for. You will be responsible for creating intuitive, user-centered design that enhances the overall user experience of our digital product and services. You will collaborate closely with cross-functional teams, including product managers, developers, and other designers, to translate user needs and business goals into visually compelling and user-friendly interfaces. Now, what are the key responsibilities here? Let's take a look at some of these. You can see what we have here. So they are expecting you to conduct research. So this research can be sometimes primary research or secondary research, and sometimes it could just be from user feedbacks, okay? It could be from user feedback they got from surveys. It could be from user feedbacks they got from, their website and all those, right? So they need someone who can actually look into those data and make sense of those data to pick out what customer pain points and use those data to make the overall experience of the product better. Okay, now aside conducting user research, you would also be designing user interfaces. Okay, so these are things that you need to make sure you ask yourself by the end of this program, can I do this? And yes, if you follow through with the curriculum, if you follow through with everything you'll be taught, you will be able to do every single thing here perfectly and professionally. Okay? Ngozi Emily Fonwu, sorry for for mispronouncing your name. What are the apps and resources that we need to download for the course? During the most of the apps we are going to use for this course are web-based apps, so you might not necessarily need to download any app for now. Okay, so they are mostly web-based app. Okay, great. Linda Smith, read all questions, sir. Please, can you ask your question again so that I can see it and give you an answer to that? Okay. Another responsibility here is information architecture. So you are also charged with developing information architecture, right? Information architecture, and also collaborate with cross-functional teams, perform usability testing, and then visual design. You can see some of these things. The key things they've mentioned here that they need is exactly what you are going to be learning how to do in this bootcamp, as long as you stay true to the end. Okay? Okay, thank you, Assurance Ikokwe, for posting those tools right there. Yes, Notion, Figma, Slack, Loom, Hotjar, Typeform. Yes, we'll be taking a look at how to use those tools during the course of this program. Okay, and we have usability testing. Yes, so you'll learn how to conduct a usability test. Usability test usually is used to test the effectiveness of the product or the solution, and then look for ways to improve or iterate on that solution. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Another one here from eHealth for Everyone. So job description, you can see responsibilities: investigating user experience design requirements for our suite of digital assets. You can see, so research is a big deal when it comes to UI/UX design. Research is a very big deal. So these are things you would learn how to do once we start this class. Okay. Faith Ijuaye, please, is the use of laptop or desktop compulsory? 100% yes. So laptop or desktop is compulsory. You can't do this class on a mobile phone. Okay, it's compulsory. You can't do this class on a mobile phone. Also, in the real world where you are going to be working, they work with laptops and desktop. They don't work. You don't do the designs on mobile phone, except you are just sketching. But when you are ready to, bring your design to life, the tools they use for it are all tools that works better on desktops and laptops. Okay, so you can see design UI elements such as menu, search boxes, tabs, widgets for our digital assets. Testing UI elements, that is usability testing. Okay, and you're also looking at collaborating with marketing team and internal and external designers to ensure creation and delivery of tailored experience. They also have providing advice and guidance, right? So you can see these are some of the things requested of expected of a UI UX designer in 2023. Let's take a look at the last one we have here. So the last one we have here is from Canonical Jobs in Lagos. Okay, so what exactly will your day-to-day look like as a UI UX designer? Okay, so basically, junior UX designers at Canonical have a vital role in success of Ubuntu, our partners. customers and large community. So clear, stylish presentation that aids the user experience of our product is how we raise the bar and reach the widest audience. So real content and information will be at the core of the design you produce. You know the ins and outs of typography, color, and layout, and you care deeply about usability, accessibility, and web standard. Okay, you should have an agency, company, or freelance design experience. So you can see we've tailored the course in such a way that when you are done, you don't just keep waiting for jobs, right? There are other things you can start to start gaining experience. Just like you've seen here, they said they look for people that have experience, not just agency experience or company, but also freelance experience. Because in the world of design, your go-to marketing tool is your portfolio. Your portfolio is everything. No portfolio, nothing for you. So we want to make sure by the time you complete this bootcamp, you have your portfolio ready, and to entice and woo both fellow designers and also recruiters. Okay. So if you have any question, please drop them before I move to the next section. So let's a question and answer section. Ayo, the guided access, is it a monthly payment? No, it's a one-time payment for the completion of the bootcamp. So once you pay, you'll be added to one of the groups for guided assistance. Okay. So the importance of guided access is priority support. So you have more priority support, right? Like once you need support, you get support anytime you need support. That's physical support, email support, and all those. So that's for guided access. Aside that, you would also be attending the expert-led workshops. Okay, you have access to expert-led workshops. You would also have access to premium resources that we are going to be giving people that are on guided access to help fast track their portfolio creations and design, right? So those are some of the benefits of joining the guided access. And like I said, it is a one-time payment for the duration of the program. So if you have any other question, please drop them so I can attend to them. Any other question? Yes, and in addition to that, those on guided assistance will also be part of the Figma file, right? The official Figma file. So you have access to it, so that when you are working on that, someone is actually walking you through and also putting you through. So that's basically some of the advantages of the guided assistance. If you go to the website, you're actually going to see, let's go to the website. So let me just go to the website. Incognito, let me go to Designgate. Okay, so yeah, so when you scroll down, okay, so you can see what we have, the main differences. So for guided assistance, okay, for guided assistance, for this program, both the free version and every other person have access to all course programs, project and task review, and then live classes. Okay, but for those that will be making payment for guided assistance, you have what we call the priority support. You also be part of the expert-led workshops. You join the Figma file during live classes and get premium resources as well as portfolio templates. So that's it. Linda Smith. I registered using Ayomide on my phone, but I'm currently using my PC, and it's my Gmail. Yes. I really don't understand that. Maybe you can send a message to the WhatsApp support group, support admin, or Telegram. David Joel, in case one doesn't know how to use some of these tools. David, this class is for absolute beginners. We are not expecting you to know how to use any of the tools, okay? We only expect you to have a laptop and an internet connection. We are not expecting you to know how to use any of these tools. That's the essence of this bootcamp. We are going to teach you how to use these tools, okay? At first, it's going to be do as I do before we start asking you to do the way you want to do things. At this point, we are going to be starting with do as I do, okay? So it's going to be easy for you to follow along. So Rise Narrative, what are premium resources? Like the name implies, premium resources, basically when you become a designer, there are some resources that are actually going to help fast track your design career. Things like a professional design system that you can use to, create your designs all the time and it comes out looking perfect, okay? Because as an entry level UI UX designers, when you resume work, no one is even expecting you to start creating buttons from scratch, okay? Because the company that you're going to be getting a job in will already have some sort of design systems that you're going to be using to make your designs, okay? But as you begin to grow, you learn how to create these things on your own. But in this class, we are going to show you how to create these things from scratch as well, so that you would know how to create this. But to fast track your learning, you would have access to those premium resources. Okay. Faith, is just a specific for the laptop or desktop? Actually, no. Once you have, I think the average laptop should be able to run Figma. There are no specifics, okay? But definitely not those ones used for SIM card registrations. David Okonobor, is it possible for students after the bootcamp to get an internship or volunteer work for Designgate to get experience? Absolutely, there is that. And like I mentioned last week, we are also in partnership with Job Primers. Okay, they're a recruitment firm, so we're also in partnership with them. The thing is here, job internship and getting a job isn't the issue. The issue is for you to be able to complete this course and develop a strong portfolio. Okay, once you have a strong portfolio, you won't have issues getting a job. That is how it is in the design world. When you have a strong portfolio, internships will be, people will be looking for you to come and intern for them. And with the network we have and our partnership with Job Primer, is easy for you to get integrated into any office easily. So yes, your focus should be on making sure you show up every day for the next 3 months. Boeing birthday. Are we later going to work together as a group during the course of this program? Definitely. So we are going to be having group projects as time goes on. Remember, we want to also work on our collaborative skills. So in order to build that collaborative skills, yes, we will need to work in groups, which is why we have assessment every 2 weeks. The goal of this assessment is to make sure that everyone is following along. Those that are not following along after each assessment are likely going to be dropped from the platform. Reason being that we don't want, when we get to that stage where we are handling Hello? Okay, guys. Sorry, I think it's the network. We are back now. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. We are back now. Sorry, the network got. We've been trying to, we've been using a lot of networks to make sure we have a hitch-free life. Although we're almost close to the the end of this session. Okay. Now, if you are here and you do not, if you're here and you are just new to design, I want you to head over to figma.com and then create an account. Okay? Head over to figma.com. So figma.com, I'm going to just leave it in the comment section. Head over to figma.com and create an account. Okay, so I've dropped it in the comment section. So head over to figma.com. So this will be the first tool we are going to be learning. So it's important you have an account with Figma. You create an account on figma.com. So it's a web-based tool. It also have an offline version, but for now we'll be working with the online version. But if you want, you can also download the offline version, and we are good to go. So any other question, please, if you have any question, drop them. Yes, if you have an account, if you have a Figma account already, that's fine. You don't need to create a new one. If you have a Figma account, that's fine. You don't need to create a new one. But if you are part of guided access, that means we'll be inviting you soon to join the Figma file. Are we going to be using a Slack as soon as possible, because one may get confused and need to talk to peer for guidance. We are expecting to open back the WhatsApp channel. Okay, so we are expecting to open back the WhatsApp channel for peer-to-peer discussions. Right. One of the reasons why we are trying not to use Slack is a lot of people get confused most of the time on Slack. Okay. Uh, but if it's needed, we can definitely get a Slack for everyone to use. But we want this to be more of real-time communication. Okay. So any other question, please, if you have any other question, kindly drop them before we proceed to the to end the live. We just have one more thing to do before we end the live for today. Linda Smith, I have an account with Figma, sir. Awesome. So if you have an account, that is fine. You don't need to do any other thing. If you have an account, that is perfect. But if you don't have an account, kindly proceed now to figma.com to create an account, or you can write it down. That's figma.com. So you can create the account later on. But whatever you're doing, make sure you create the account today, because classes starts tomorrow, right? Any other question? Okay. Since we don't have any other question, we just have to do one more thing this evening. So what I want you to do right now is to visit this website, futureme.org. If you are here, visit this website, futureme.org. Okay? If you are unable to do that, just write it down. But this is something we want everyone to do. So when you go to futureme.org, I want you to write a short note or a letter to yourself. Prince Oyedeji, this is not a phone class, please. Every task I'm giving you, please try to use your system for it. Yes, Chioma Adibo, you can actually download the offline version of Figma, and it always synchronizes with the online version as well. So once you're on futureme.org, I want you to write a letter to your future self. You can do this now, or you can do this later. Okay, write a letter to your future self, which will be sent back to you on January 31st, 2024. January 31st, 2024. That should be the date you should select for the future me message to be sent back to you. Okay. January 31st, 2024. So write a message to your future self with respect to this bootcamp. Okay? Okay. Okay, with that out of the way, this will be the official closing of today's session. I hope it was quite beneficial and you've learned quite some things. Just a quick recap, okay? The first thing we did today was to quickly take a look at how the portal works. And for the portal, we said all you need to do is to visit the portal, okay? Once you visit the portal, once you visit the website, that's designgate.academy, you simply click on login, that's student login. When you click on student login, it should bring you to your dashboard. And once you are on your dashboard, you are going to see a list of the lessons, and the lessons, after you are done with the lessons serially, that's from 1, then you move to 2. Don't do 2 before 1, please. Don't do 3 before 1. Don't do the task before the lessons, please, right? You want to make sure you do them accordingly. You do 1, you take the first lesson, take the second lesson. If it's 3, take the third lesson before you move to task. And once you are done with task, you can rest. And like I said, everything here can be done within 2 hours. And we expect you to show up every day. Every day. It's very, very, very important that you show up every day. Right? It's very, very important you show up every day. And if for any reason you're not going to show up, you can always, send a DM and let us know what are the challenges you're having and the reason why you won't be showing up. But it's important you show up every day. So after taking a look at the portal, we discussed about who exactly is a UIUX designer. And we said these are people that are in charge of designing the user experience and user interface of a digital product. A digital product could be like something like a website, a mobile application, software, a web app, and a lot more, right? It must not be things on, even when you see all these filling stations where they have interactive dashboards or interactive screens. UI UX designers are the ones that design those screens, right? When you enter all these newer cars like the Mercedes and all these newer models, right? When you take a look at those screens on the dashboard of the car, UI UX designers are the ones in charge of designing those interactions, Okay, so it's not only limited to web apps or SaaS software. UI UX is broad. You can work almost in any field. Okay, so that's it. After we took a look at who is a UI UX designer, we also took a look at some of the different responsibilities, like visual. When you come to UI designers, remember UI means user interface, while UX means user experience. So we took a look at some of their responsibilities, and for UI we said visual design, interaction design, responsive design, graphic design, design system, motion design, prototype, typography, and layout. Whereas when you come to the UX part, you are looking at things like primary research, user feedback, secondary research, information architecture, iterations, wireframing, affinity mapping, usability testing, and stakeholders feedback. Okay, it's very, very important. And one thing I said is, if everything I've just mentioned here sounds like jargon to you, that is completely fine. Okay, by the end of this bootcamp, you are not just going to understand them, but you know how to do them. And you can only do this if you show up every day. Please, I'm also begging, I'm pleading, right? Please show up every day, 2 hours every day. It's an investment. 2 hours every day. Some of us can spend 3 hours on TikTok. Okay? So I'm pleading. Give TikTok 1 hour for the next 3 months, right? And give yourself, give this course 2 hours of your time every day. And I can promise you, you won't regret this action. Okay? Your future you would be proud you did. Then after this, we took a look at some job role samples, right? We took a look at some UI UX samples that that have been posted online, and you can see some of these things they are looking for are basically what we will be teaching you. You can see when they say they're looking for someone who can conduct research, design interfaces, information architecture, collaborate, usability testing, visual design. If you come back here, you see that these are just the things that we've mentioned, and you are going to learn how to do these things and do them professionally in the course of this program. So right now, I think we've come to the end of today's live, and if you have any question, drop them. But if I don't get any other question in the next 3 minutes, then we'll call it a day. And wish you the best as you log into your portal tomorrow to start taking on your lessons and completing your task. Questions, please. If you have any questions, please send them in now. Any question? Okay, if you need further assistance, don't hesitate to send a message to the group admins on either WhatsApp or on Telegram. Yeah, to access the live training, how do we access the training videos again? Yeah, once you log into your portal every day, you will see the content for that day. Once you log into your portal, you see the content for that day. If you log in now, you are just going to see the topics. You are not going to find the content. Like I said, reason why we did it like that, we don't want you to start trying to be faster than yourself, and at the end of the day, you get exhausted. We've noticed it with a lot of learners online, okay? We don't want to overwhelm you. David Okonobor. The name is Wills Obu. WILLSOGBU. Sunday Igoche, what time is the training commencing tomorrow? Now the training, you can take it anytime, but once it's 12 a.m. the training will be uploaded. The lessons and the task will be uploaded. So you have 24 hours. Every day, the training, the lessons and the task will be uploaded by 12 a.m. And if you want, you can go in from that 12 a.m. and do your thing from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. Then you sleep, wake up, head to work, come back, chill, sleep a little bit, wake up, 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. So you could do that, or you could just go to work, come back, chill a little bit, do 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Or depending on your schedule, you can also do 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can do 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. depending on your schedule. But you just have to invest 2 hours minimum every day to this training. And I can assure you, you are going to be happy you did. Will the live sections be available later? For this particular one, yes, it's going to be available up until Tuesday. By Tuesday, it's going to be taken off from the channel. And please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, try and subscribe, because subsequent live videos will only be available to those that are subscribed to the channel. So if you know you've registered and you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, do well to make sure you subscribe so you can get the notifications and get access to the videos. Faith Hafiz, how do we access the tutorial videos? It will be on the platform, on the portal. Once you log in, you click on that day's project, you are going to find it. So let me just reiterate this again. Once you log into your portal, you will see the training for that day. Let's assume this is say 16th. If you click here, it's going to open that day's material for you, and you would see it right here. Okay, so if there is any video or video link, you are going to find it right here. Once you are done with this lesson, you go back, right, and you go to the next one. Like this one says introduction, number 2, introduction to UIUX. You click on it, it opens up. Okay, you are going to find the lesson. Right now it is blank because we've not entered tomorrow, but from 12 a.m. this particular section, you are going to get lessons here. And like I said, these lessons are not cumbersome. They are simple lessons, bit-sized lessons that if you can follow through, you would graduate happily by the end of this program, which is just in the next 3 months. And once you're done, go back to dashboard. You go back to dashboard and pick the next lesson. You pick the next lesson, okay, and you complete it. And in case you are not part of guided assistance yet and you would want to join so that you can get priority support and you can join the expert-led workshop and other benefits, just click on guided access here, then make payments, and you will be admitted into one of the Telegram groups that are created for the guided access participants. Okay? So, any other question? Flourish, in regards to payment, yes, you can send in a message on Telegram. Right, you can send in a message on Telegram and someone will help you out, either on Telegram or on WhatsApp. Okay, I think at this point I've answered most of the questions. If you have any other question, just reach out through the Telegram channel or the WhatsApp group and someone will attend to you. Do have a great evening, guys. See you all at the top. Thank you.